Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video. So guys, as you already know, Meet Ahlawat and Meet have consummated their marriage, and so what follows after that is pregnancy. So now Meet is pregnant with Haz and Meet Ahlawat's baby, and everyone in the Ahlawat house is filled with happiness and joy, and they are all expecting the arrival of the baby. However, it seems that this happiness is about to be cut short by Meet Alavat making a terrible mistake. So, guys, this is a shocking one as Meet Alavat cheated on Meet while she was pregnant. Or rather, while she is pregnant. So, Meet committed an act that is unimaginable, and now he is currently bearing the guilt of his actions, and his heart is very burdened about what Meet will feel when she comes to know the truth of his actions. So Meet Alavat ended up in a compromising state with his friend Tania, and now both he and Tania are trying to hide the truth from Meet. To get more updates on that, make sure you watch this video to the end. Also subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on the post notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop updates on Meet in Love and other Zero series. Now without wasting any time, let's get into the details. Meet Alavat tells Meet about how he feels lonely. Meet twists his ear and says don't try to act smart. Meet Alavat gets a call from Tania and says don't be jealous. Meet says she must have called you for work. Tania says to Meet Alavat, let's finalize tomorrow's date for the photo shoot. She asks him to come meet her soon and hangs up. Meet takes his utensils and leaves, and Meet kisses him on the forehead. Meat closes the door. Amaji asks Meat, did you take milk? Meat says no, it was the wrong milk seller. The neighbor rings the doorbell and greets Meat. Meat welcomes them. A lady brings gifts for Meat. Anuba says to them, why did you bring all these? The lady says she helps us a lot, so everyone decided to do something nice for Meat. Meat, Alavat, and Taniya go to a club. Meet Ahlawat says, I love this place. Taniya shows him a design theme for the photo shoot. Meet Ahlawat says, I will decide what costume she will wear. Taniya says, okay, but I will decide what you will wear. Meet Ahlawat says it is done and they order for alcohol. Taniya and Meet get drunk. Taniya says to Meet, you have changed a lot and Meet is lucky to have you. He says, in fact, I told her many times the same. And you know, I am lucky too to have Meet as my life partner. And asks, what about you, Tania? Tania says there is no one in my life. I liked you, but you left me. She laughs and says, chill, I'm joking, and leaves for the washroom. Meet Alabat is alone thinking about Meet and he misses her. He imagines Meet as a waitress and asks, what are you doing here? He wipes his eyes and realizes that he is talking to a waitress. He apologizes. Meet walks to the dance floor and imagines Meet with him on the dance floor. He sees Meet in Tania and kisses Tania, saying, I love you and I missed you a lot. Tania says, hey, I'm not Meet. Meet Alavat is in shock and says this was not meant to happen. I thought I was kissing Meet. Tania says it was just in the moment and I should have stopped you. I am sorry. Meet Alavat gets Meet's call, but he hangs up. Meet sends him a text and tells him how she is feeling alone without him. Meet Alabat reads the message and thinks I should talk to Meet. Tania takes his phone and says it is better if this stays between you and I. Meet Alabat takes his phone and says we should leave. Meet is knitting socks with Anuba and thinks why didn't he reply my message. Meet says to Anuba that it is difficult for me, but I will make socks for the baby. Amaji says your mind is lost in your phone, so how will you be able to make socks? Amaji asks who are you waiting for? Meet says no one. I was just checking for the charger. Amaji and Anuba both make fun of Meet. Raj is in the hall watching a video. Meet Alavat walks in with a sad face. Raj stops him and asks what happened. You look happy in the video, but in reality you are sad. He says I have observed that your time of coming home has changed since your wife left the house. Meet Alavat says what if by mistake a human makes a mistake, what should he do? Raj says first, you should accept that before it turns into a misunderstanding and explain the situation. He asks Meet Ahlawat why is he asking that question. Meet Ahlawat remembers kissing Tania and hugs Raj. Meet comes to bed with tea and asks Meet Ahlawat to wake up for the photo shoot. Meet Ahlawat sees Meet dressed as a servant and asks her what are you doing here. Meet says you are not the only one who knows how to disguise and I can dress up too. Meet Ahlawat says why did you come home so early? Meet says because today is the photo shoot and I want a reply to my message because you did not reply my message last night. Meet Ahlawat says I love you. Meet says now get ready for the photo shoot. Meet Ahlawat thinks to tell Meet about last night and says I want to tell you something. Meet asks him to speak, but he receives a message from Tania and leaves without giving him a chance to speak. Tania is busy making arrangements for the photo shoot. Meet and Meet Ahlawat gets ready. Tania asks, do you guys know what to do? Meet Ahlawat says yes and explains everything. Tania says okay, let's start. Meet says roll your camera because when we are together, our time freezes. Meet says why does it feel like your mouth and eyes are saying something different? They begin the photo shoot. Tania asks them to come in center and tells them to look at each other with love. Meet says to Meet Ahlawat, why are you moving so much? And your hand placement is different. She asks him to rehearse with Tania first so that they can have an idea on how to pose. Meet Ahlawat says no, I can do it. Meet says you should practice once and I'll sit because my legs are hurting. Tania walks to him and asks why are you overacting so much? Stay normal. Meet Ahlawat says she is so chill so she can handle it. Tania says you are not able to handle it. The situation is also awkward for me and that's why I will leave tomorrow with the first flight. Meet Ahlawat says my wife and I have a strong bond so I will tell her about last night and I will try to explain it to her. He says moving away is not important and the kiss meant nothing. So guys, Meet is feeling guilty about the mistake he made, but now the question is how will Meet react when she finds out that Meet Ahlawat kissed another woman while she was pregnant? And how will Meet Ahlawat confess his actions to Meet? So guys, if you watched to this point, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also turn on the post notifications so you get notified whenever I upload updates on Meet in Love and other Z-World series. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys with my next video. Bye.